Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Z Truth, where we have transparent, real, unbiased, thought-provoking, and holistic topics. I'm excited. This is episode 2, and we have a lot to unpack. We're going to go over not a lot, but we're going to go over some things. And I have a guest host here, co-host, which I'm excited about. We got my girl Jamie from the Sleuth in the building.
Welcome.
High five. Thanks for coming. She is the best. Let me just tell y'all, she is the absolute best. And let's first start off how we met each other.
Okay.
Because it's funny, a lot of you know that I play flag football. And so does Jamie. Jamie was playing around the time I was playing, but we didn't meet through football.
No, we met through our kids.
Right.
So they went to middle school together, played on track, or what did they do?
No, football.
James did everything.
Football, okay. And Zakir did basketball, Zaire did football.
Okay. So yeah, James did football and track. And yeah, we just always had good energy, so I'm super excited that we get to turn this into something.
Yes,
so I am here to be your whatever you need me to be.
Me too. And the thing is so funny is we live so close to each other, and I didn't even realize. I knew where she lived, but it'd been so long. I'm like, wait,
spit in my house.
Yeah. So anyway, don't go try to Google us. Anyway, so and our babies are not babies anymore.
No, grown men.
Black don't crack now.
Right.
So
25.
I know, and it's crazy because it's a different phase. How do you feel about it? With parents? I think that might be one of my transparent moments. When they leave and they decide to be on their own. Were you excited, or did you have any moments of
I might have been upset for 5 minutes. And if my child hears this is terrible. And I love him. I love every time he comes home, all of the things. But I am such a caregiver to my kid. And I'm cooking, and do you have this? Do you need this? And, I'm a business owner, and it's just a lot to do. So it was nice to kind of have some freedom from not having to do the everyday grind in the household.
Right.
So
I get that.
Sometimes I like that because I'm hungry all the time. I'm I don't ever cook anymore. I'm hungry now. Currently, I just had to have a little almond biscuit just so we can
I was wondering where mine. You got all these good snacks in here. But for me, it was the first 6 months to maybe 8 months. I was in a woe. Almost what am I supposed to be doing? But then I realized I am free. I feel I made because you go through a lot raising it, especially boys.
Right.
And then it's they go on their own, and you literally wake up as not a free. I don't want to make it seem like we're in slavery, but when you when you a good mom, all that cooking and stuff, you don't realize how much you do it. But now you eat out too much, then you gain weight.
Right. Right. Not where we want to be.
Right.
It's okay.
But it's all right. But I appreciate it. And now I think it makes me a little bit more selective of, what I'm around, how much I'm around, because I've gotten used to just a peace of mind. Not saying that they cause me havoc, but they're good boys. Yeah. All of them are good boys.
But it's just people in your space when you you get used to things being kind of the same, and it's
yeah.
But this is life.
Yeah.
Such is life, and this is just the next step to parenting.
Because it's different. Because you still parent. It's not like it goes away. It's just now it's more like a consulting thing.
Right. And honestly, I'm more worried now. My worry level is a lot higher. My anxiety.
You think so?
Oh, absolutely.
Because people not different. And people not different. People not the same as they used to be. Not to say they were better in our day and age, but I don't know. Especially these women. I'd be scared. I'd be like, baby, did you get a birth certificate? I shouldn't say that.
No, you should. My God. The crazies are out here. No.
And they are convincing. I had to do 5 double takes a couple times. I know you lying. I know you lying. Ain't no way that this is the, you back. Well, that's the real.
Man, see that light in here.
He sure see it. He being
okay.
nosy, but that's okay. So we got a couple segments. Our first one is our transparent moments. We kind of talked about, a different transparent moment, but one of mine that I'm currently working on is my Christmas gift to myself.
Oh.
Yeah, and it's a new computer. I talked to Apple yesterday because for some reason, I'm gonna call her. My car is Betsy. This is Bonita. That's not an old lady name. No, give me another old lady name. Anna? No.
Merle.
Who?
Merle.
Merle, Lord. Merle.
Like a Merle.
Look, I can't even tell if it's charging right now, but it is. See, it's usually green.
Okay.
No, it's usually orange, right?
Yeah.
I have to flip it. I bet you to turn orange. It still
No.
ain't turning. But it's charging, y'all. It's charging. But Merle, for some reason, decided it wasn't going to do any audio or video drivers. Meaning they just disappeared.
It doesn't work well for social media.
And you know what I found out was during a live that I have to do Mondays. So I'm on live and I'm like, what's wrong with this? Then I realized they can't hear me, and the reason why they can't see me is because the drivers are gone. And so I have to hurry up, get the selfie stick, put my phone on it, and go through my phone.
Oh my gosh.
So I called up Apple, but they did help me, but she told me it's too obsolete to go to the Genius store. But what we'll do is, they did help me.
But it's
take
in
out
air. So when did you get this?
Before I moved to New Jersey.
When was that?
Over 12 years ago. I moved to New Jersey October 2012.
You must have the first Air they ever made.
Maybe. But I know that my friend Markel Wilson, shout out to Markel, he worked at Apple. He might still do. I don't know. If you do, Markel, let me get that discount code.
Help.
I didn't get that discount code because this one I invested in getting this. I felt like a baller, honey. But what happened is I had 3 PCs that year. And they all broke for dumb reasons. Like one time I was running and I tripped over the cord. It's back orange. Jamie, look.
Oh.
It's orange.
Okay.
I tripped over the cord and it knocked out the system of the charging port or whatever. And then...
It's so funny. You're kind of clumsy.
Yeah, I used to be really clumsy. That's a whole other story. That might be my real story. And long story short, when I tripped over the cord, it broke. I had to try to fix it. I ended up breaking something else. Third PC, did the calculation. Let me try Apple. And the reason why I tried it, because I tripped over someone else's cord at their house that had an Apple.
It just
detached. It just detached because it has a magnet. And I was like, I think that's home for me. And ever since, what's her name again? Merle has been kicking it for 13, 14 years with me, and now she finally gave me some issues. So
no, well, Mac. Look, I've been a Mac user.
Not the makeup.
No, too cheap for Mac.
Not the Mac.
Mary Kay is my girl.
Oh yeah, I love Mary Kay.
Yeah, I had a really old Mac, and I do PI work, so uploading videos and all of that stuff takes a good processor. And so I had worn mine out where pretty much every time I cut it on, it took about 30 minutes for it to like get itself together to work. And this guy that I was dating at the time, we went somewhere and I told you this was like my security blanket. I had to have my laptop.
Right.
I'm like,
she literally had it in the bar. Or what was it? The pub place we went to.
Where? I don't know. I got it. It's with the car.
When we were doing karaoke, you had it.
Oh yeah. But he picked it up and he said, "My God, this thing is heavy. Like, why is your Mac?" I was like, "Well, it's a little bit older, than yours. You have the fancy one, And so after it stopped waking up for me, I had to break down and get another one.
Well,
but they're expensive.
They are expensive. That's why I said it's my Christmas.
But they're
gift.
worth it.
They're worth it.
Totally
14
worth it.
years?
Yeah, you
$1,000,
$1,200.
$1,200. No issues until the last year. You spend $1,200. I think I spent $1,200 in that.
And you don't have to worry about viruses.
No.
You don't have to worry about.
We're not advertising for y'all, but in case y'all want to be a sponsor,
I was about to say you could throw a couple
dollars. Do you feel a way about when someone texts you and it's green?
No.
No.
I don't care.
Okay.
I just be like,
They have an Android.
You're not a Mac person. That's fine. But that's fine. But you know, these the new fancy Androids, you know, people really believe in them, and you know they have good. I don't know. There's some good qualities, I guess, about the Android. But I'm good. I'm a Mac girl.
So it's funny because it's like I have a couple chats, and one chat has through 2 or 3 Androids in it or whatever.
That's the worst.
But they work now. I can edit in that chat. I can reply.
See, we're trying to get it together.
And then when I heart it, it doesn't send me a stupid message to say, you hearted this message. But in this other chat, so I think it might be the phone, because one of this guy was going out with, he's like, you know, you Apple people be saying Android, but Android is the processing system and not the phone.
I don't care. You know what I'm talking about. That thing ain't got no Apple on it. It doesn't have a home button. I just can't, you know. I'm good. I don't think I've ever had an Android.
I used to have Droid. They used to be like Droid, and I used to email them because I had an idea that they should change the deep voice Droid to a girl version. She should be able to say Droid. My voice kind of hoarse, but Droid instead of just Droid. I didn't want to hear that, but I will give them credit. I did create a website with my Droid phone, which I wasn't able to do with my Apple. But because of my industry I'm in and the things that I do, like you said, video editing, it just makes sense.
Makes life better, easier.
Yeah.
Everything kind of talks to each other, especially since you use your phone and your computers and all these different tools. It's nice to have them all synced together.
Yeah, when you walk in. Anyway, that just made me smile.
And what bothers me about Google Drive and all that is if Google decides that they want to shut down, all your stuff is in there.
Yeah.
So you kind of don't have your, you know, obviously that probably will shoot. It just happened
Instagram did it.
Everything was shut down.
Instagram had a moment, and everybody in the world noticed.
You'd have thought that the world was going down.
The thing I don't like about Google Drive is that when someone sends you multiple files, you can't just download them all.
I don't know anybody with Google Drive.
I can. Well, one of my business partners, she uses it to send me the photos from like games and stuff. And I'd be like, bruh, why can't I just download it? Just download them all and I go through them all and then it's on my device.
Dropbox.
Dropbox is cool. I haven't used that in years. You still use Dropbox?
I have a server Dropbox.
I don't understand.
Work. So it's just like an unlimited storage.
Oh, okay.
For everything.
So I have Dropbox, but I don't have the premium nothing.
Yeah.
I haven't used that in a minute, but it still stores all the stuff that I had.
And what's nice though is you can send like transfer links. And you can send that link to somebody and they can upload their information there and it'll just pop up on your side. And then you just download it to wherever you want to.
Dropbox, if you would like to be a sponsor too.
Yeah.
Because we over here talking about you.
Look, I'll be giving all the little points to everybody.
Yeah, which is good.
We have a Starbucks segment on the Sleuth, which is ridiculous. I said I need my ass whooped.
Wait, what's your drink? What's your Starbucks drink?
It depends on how I'm feeling.
So do you have more than one or more than 3?
Yeah, so my go-to hot drink is going to be the medicine ball. They don't call it anymore. It's a mint citrus. Wait, honey mint citrus tea.
You know about the medicine ball?
Yeah.
That's not on the menu.
But it is now. It's the honey citrus mint tea.
So that's my go-to drink when I got like right now how my throat is. I'll go get it. That's so crazy. I can't show you right now. I'll show you. It's in my.
I believe you.
My app. That's like one of my that's like top 3.
Yeah.
Top 3.
That one, and then I like a dirty chai. One shot of dirty.
What kind of chai? Like chai tea?
Yeah.
You are lying.
Is that yours too?
Yeah, but not ice. I like it hot.
I'll drink it hot, but I love it iced. Over the summer, I learned to appreciate the ice, and then when the ice melts, it still tastes good.
I'm not just saying this, but if anybody knows, one of my friends one time brought me. Now this was before I had chai at Starbucks. I used to actually get it from Sheets, and it's actually good. I know it's disgusting. That sounds disgusting, but they make a good chai tea.
It's a powder?
I don't know, but it was good. But then when I started looking, I had looked up the calories.
Yeah,
when I looked up the calories, I was like, and then I looked up the sugar. That's why I stopped going, because I was like, whoa, that's too high. But then when you go to other places, you still taste like the gingery taste of it.
Yeah. So a good chai is like Tazo tea.
Yes.
Okay, so you get that, and it's black, right? And then, but that's just tea. It's not the mix. But a lot of places will do that. Now, look, I used to love that cappuccino, and they just put that powder in there and put the hot water on there, and you drink it. I used to love it.
Right.
Now, that stuff a kid eat, people.
Yeah, that's right. You talking about the cappuccino one too?
I love it, yeah, because they have
my grandma used to drink
chai
it.
tea like that.
Yeah, my grandma used to drink it like that.
And Thai tea. I love Thai tea.
I think I've had
Thai tea.
I think I've tried it once.
Orange tea.
Wait, is it orange and it has milk in it?
Girl, yeah.
So I had it. Have you ever heard of lemongrass?
Yes, that's my favorite restaurant.
What?
Are we the same people?
So look, the only thing we're not the same about.
lemongrass.
I haven't had a meal there that I was like, damn, I'm coming back. I think I had something shrimp, and it tastes like literal grass to me.
Oh, girl, they have basil fried rice with chicken. I get my no spicy, no red pepper.
See, I like spicy though.
Well,
so what's the thing that you should definitely try there? Because
the basil fried rice.
Okay, I'll try that.
Amazing.
Cause that fried rice up the street, as much as I like it, they have vegetable egg rolls that look like actual egg rolls. You know how mostly vegetable egg rolls they be small as heck, and they be like spring rolls, what they call them. But this one looks like how it looks with the egg roll without the pork. But their fried rice is trash. Sorry, I'm not gonna say their names because I said that. But their junk be so much oil in it, like you literally not lemongrass. Okay. It's right up the street. It's on the same strip. There's another Chinese. Well, that's
that King Wok.
King Wok.
Girl, I ain't eating it in places.
Don't eat honey. Like when you. One time I got rice there, and I like took the fork and pressed it, and it was just oil. I didn't eat it. I just threw it out. But I went back and got the vegetable rolls. But anyway, I'll try that.
You know
the
what
basil.
you would like? They have summer rolls at Lemongrass.
They're clear.
They're cold.
Yeah, I tried it.
You
I
don't
didn't
like
it.
them?
Was it peanut butter dip?
Yeah. You had a little Thai peanut sauce.
I don't think I liked it.
Oh man.
I feel like I remembered tasting it, and I was like, and it like stretched.
No. Oh well, I guess if you don't go ahead and bite it.
You know what? We gotta have an experience. We gotta go there because I like Hobby Endings there, right there too. That strip. We ain't gonna be talking about all these companies.
Hobby Endings.
You go there?
Yes, I've seen you up there before.
Oh yeah, when I was. We ain't gonna tell that real story.
Okay, next topic.
Next topic. Let's keep it real, real.
For another day.
Maybe I will talk about that. Now I will just throw in a little bit of real. Is that this month I said I'm not gonna drink no more.
Oh, okay.
For the rest of the month.
October.
This October.
Okay, dry October.
The reason why I did that is because after I drink, I be wanting to eat so bad. And I guess that's natural. I don't know, but I don't want to do that because I don't want to do that right now. Okay, I can't afford it. Is that not natural? Because it don't feel natural after I wake up in the morning.
You just feel like you hungry, and so you.
Yes, it's almost like I get the munchies, but I'm drinking. So I'm just like, I don't want to do this anymore.
Well,
so
you had them crackers in your bag.
What?
Two little nabs. I'm like, okay.
That was from my teammate, okay? And I just put it in there because we was cleaning up, and then they talking about the peanut butter ones.
If I need a nab, I'm coming to Zakira.
Right. So one of the realest things, and this is because I don't like getting too. I like to get personable with my parents, but not personal.
Right.
If that makes sense.
Right.
Personable.
We want to like you, but we don't need to know your business.
Right. And maybe sometimes we hang. Some of my parents I hang out. Like I've group friendships with some of my parents. But
are you still taking care of their children?
No, actually not anymore. So like a couple over the years, I've been doing it a while. A couple like I was watching them and we was friends, but like maybe one in every 10.
Yeah.
It's rare, but when they leave, then yes, definitely sometimes they're like, you want to come out? You want to come to the party? You want to come out to this? But when it's so like, it's very scary and frustrating.
All right.
And
so I have a question.
Yeah.
So we talked about me doing PI work. We do a lot of custody work, right?
Mm-hmm.
And
This coffee's good.
You know, whenever they have a situation where one parent has signed the child up for the daycare and the other parent doesn't know about it. So
I've had a bad experience with that.
So what are the rules? Like, technically, you're not supposed to allow the other parent because they're not on your paperwork, right? How does that work?
So it's funny. Okay, I had once had a kid who parents originally came to me as both together.
Right.
Then maybe they moved away. I forget why they stopped coming, but then a year later, I think they might have had issues with paying the tuition. Like, it's one of those parents like, hey, I got it this week. It's like, look, it's getting too much. We're going to come back when we can get it together. But never told me they had any domestic issues. And then, like, maybe 6 months later, they came back. The dad enrolled the baby, but he didn't tell me anything about them. And then one day she was like, you know, I realized my daughter was going there. And you never called me or said anything, but I'm just like, I'm thinking we all on the same page in the same book.
Why were you supposed to call her to ask her?
Well, me and her used to be the contact that usually would talk. But I met the father because I used to get my Enterprise cars. At one point I wasn't driving when I was out here. And so I would go to Enterprise every week. That's how I met them originally. He referred the mom to me, but they were together at this time. So I didn't know that they weren't together, but she felt away because she felt like the communication was different because I didn't say, hey, how you doing today? And blah, blah, blah. Because at this time, the father was the one bringing them. So I just felt like I just talked to them. But never crossed. It's like never.
Crazy.
Yeah, and she took that baby out. And I was okay with it because I said, look, I don't want no drama. Because number one, this is not a situation. I don't know what they're going through or why they're not together, but it did feel very accusatory because I'm like, first of all, I don't cross no lines when it comes to no business.
Right.
You know,
right.
No, and no. That junk, I'd rather my tuition. Trust me.
Right.
Ain't none of that important. And I assumed they were still together. So that's why I just didn't think that was a necessary thing. You know what I mean?
But it wasn't.
So, but if it's a situation where the other parent doesn't know, then, and they come to the place, technically you're not supposed to let them leave if they're not on the list, and if I never met them. And so I just would explain that. I've never had that situation where the parent, but I would just explain that. Like, hey, you're not on the list, but if you call them, and you can get permission over the phone, or you can send me an email so I can, or a text to cover myself, that's what I would do.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't get involved in that because, excuse me,
I mean, you know,
God forbid if that other parent is like a psycho.
Yeah, but I mean, you can't just not abandon the rules.
Yeah, that's the rule. The rule is if they're not on the list, they're not on the list.
Right.
Why you not on the list? I don't know. So I've had parents where they would meet me the first time together, and I never see one of the parents again. I've had that many times. Yeah. So it's like I know if that person was to come, then and they put them on the list. I never talked to them, never saw them again. Only time I see them was at the birthday parties. So, you know,
that's not abnormal.
So it's but the abnormal part is that if I don't see you ever, I never met you, and you're not on the list, and you still want to bring them, that's not happening because I don't know. It's not like parents not crazy; they're still human beings. And there's a reason. What if she in hiding and then you pop up? I just thought about that movie. I forgot what it's called. Remember with the pretty lady, Nia Long.
Oh, that new movie.
And her daughter. Huh?
Is it a newish movie?
It's on Netflix.
I think I know what you're talking
and
about.
The daughter, she's like missing. Mm-hmm. And then the father pops back up, but she thought the dad was dead. But he was a psycho. He was a psychopath.
I feel like I've seen it.
It's called Nowhere. Gone something. It's on Netflix. We probably could find it. We're gonna find it. We keep giving all these daggone shout outs, but while we look for that, I want to give a shout out to a couple of our sponsors. Shout out to James Sanders of his Instagram is Make Gains and Not Excuses. That's my new trainer. He's so fire. Missing, yeah, that's what it's called. Is that little girl? No, that's not it.
That's Fatal Affair.
I think it's Missing. Yeah, it's Missing because June is the girl. Yeah, it's called Missing on Netflix.
Oh, I have seen that. Okay.
Yeah, so basically at the end of the whole crazy story, it was the dad, the estranged father, that was behind all the chaos.
Yeah.
So that's what I would do. I would not get involved because at the end of the day, the safety of the child is the most important thing. And so even if the person is not a harm to the child,
yeah, but you never know.
You just also don't want to be more added to the because it's unstable. Period. If it's where he don't know where the daycare is, what kind of? I don't understand how y'all slap cheeks and don't want to tell each other stuff like that.
Girl,
I understand though.
Look.
Now another Netflix. Did you see my ex, the worst exes in the world or something? The worst ex.
No.
There's a documentary series on there, girl. It'll make you think your exes is angels.
Make you stay single.
Yeah, definitely. That's a thought too that comes across. What about you? What's real going on?
What's real? Okay, my real whatever is accountability. We live in a world of selfish people.
That's fun.
It's all about me. It's all about what I have going on. It's all about, satisfying my need for the moment. And I'm just over it. I work in I call it a customer service based line. Now it's different because, you are doing PI work and what you're providing is something that can go to court and all that. But to keep your clients in, to have good clientele, you have to take care of them.
Yeah.
So I had an incident with an attorney who basically provided incorrect information. And then once we completed the job, tried to.
I don't know.
It was my job to investigate and I'm like, dude, you didn't pay me to make sure that you had the right person.
Right.
You provided a document that had this person's name and information on there, and that's who we were looking for. Then your process service documents, because we serve papers, had the address to the documents that you sent. So that's what we're focusing on. Now the name on the paper was wrong, but I have seen it where people will use like a middle name, or have the first name and last name, or the middle name and last name. And the man did have a son that had that name in there, so it's possible that could have been. Anyways,
so the client basically gave you the wrong information to investigate,
right?
And they got mad.
Well, our job wasn't to investigate. Our job was to serve papers.
Oh.
So unless you say, I'm not sure that I have the right person, check into this, then we're going to do our job, figure out if you have the right person or not, confirm that information with you, then you go and get your paperwork. But you already sent me paperwork that you had already filed. Mm-hmm. So it's not my job to figure out if you have the right person or not. But then, just the...
Pointing the damn finger?
Not even pointing the finger, but being nasty, pretending like you were in a meeting and can't take a phone call. You know what I'm saying? And he was a client that, begged me for my personal number. Mistake. Begged me for my personal number.
What he look like?
It don't matter. No. It don't matter.
I just was wondering.
We'd be all of us. It don't even matter what you look like, what color you are. People are crazy.
Yeah.
And then I looked him up. Because he's an attorney and he's had some issues in the past with basically not being organized. Mm. Like, you are the douchebag here, not me, sir. Yeah. I was very upset. I yelled at him on an email that was very unprofessional. I'm sorry, I would never do that again. But I have just been challenged I was here with this man today. So, nobody's expecting perfection. All people have their problems. But it is, very important in a show of good character, if when you mess up and don't do the right thing, that you can do your best to fix the situation, admit where you're wrong, and be able to move forward. But, I'm not working with this dude no more. Yeah. I have never in my life
felt like your peace go away for business.
And at 8 o'clock this morning, text me with this foolishness.
That's too early.
And argued with me till 10. That's what I'm saying.
At least wait till I get my first coffee. It's sad because it just seems like, a lot of people
And
don't
now I
wanna...
have to be sure. I'm short because I'm having to eat the money because I refuse. And you know, at the end of the day, like I don't pat backs or you know
just to get some coins.
Yeah, I don't care.
Especially when it's principal.
Yeah,
because I'm that way.
And we did everything, and because you can't read your emails properly and you can't find your attachments, this is not my problem. And then you rushing me up my ass about needing things every, you know, I needed this, I needed that, and then you send it to you, and then he's like, don't piecemeal things together. Like, are you serious? But we're gonna get off of that. We're gonna move on because I could talk about that all night.
But I get that though. Like
I've given him enough energy though.
True. Well, this is our last energy. I'll say this to you. How you do that?
Fuck off.
But for real, sometimes the money is not worth it. That's when one of the beautiful things of entrepreneurship is when you have that moment where you're like, my principles outweigh the coins. And then I promise it's going to be a big blessing after. It's always like that. It's like, oh, this is a standard that she chose. So now we're going to attract only people that
and
actually...
boundaries. I didn't have no business giving that man my personal phone number.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes you just have to say, look, because he felt like that you're my friend and you can text me work through my personal message. And then if I mess up or forget something or don't, you know what I'm saying? It's because you're not contacting me through the proper channels.
Right.
Like, you know, especially new business owners, you know, if everybody knows you by your phone number, right? Mm-hmm. Like I've had the same phone number forever. That can't be my work number. If that does become my work number, then I'm gonna have to eventually get another number because you have to separate personal and work life.
That's interesting because I do have the same, but I do have like an outside number, but I barely use it. It seems easier, but you're right.
Right, or you can't cut the phone off, and then people are panicked because they think something's wrong. So
definitely in your industry because.
No, but I mean, in
any industry, yeah. I do agree with you. I literally was thinking, even with content, you know, when I create content, there was a point where I was upgrading my phone, but you know, you have to turn in the phone.
Right.
And that maybe 30 days, because I took it to the limit of when I was supposed to.
Of course you did.
I just kept forgetting, and it was just good because it's like right now, if I have, let's say I want to record on one device, but I want my phone here.
Right.
That makes it a lot easier. Right. So I do agree with you. Like in any industry, at some point, you got to just make the investment to have multiple lines or a forwarded line.
And look, here we go give somebody else some money. You could always...
Right.
Ring Central. You could always use something like Ring Central, or I don't really quite know if like Google Teams gives you like a number, but Ring Central is a program that you can download. It's an application. You sign up. Spectrum offers it.
Y'all better be doing this.
But it's an online, like a...
The thing wasn't working. I got it now. It worked. It worked now. Ring Central.
I'm like, okay. With a VoIP, phone number, text messaging, faxing. I know some people still fax, y'all.
Digitally, you can fax now a lot.
I know, but it still goes to an actual fax machine.
Yeah, it goes to an actual fax machine.
Or an email. Sometimes now they have.
It could be an email, or if you...
But it's ridiculous. Why, if we're faxing, why don't we just send an email?
Yeah.
It makes absolutely no sense.
It makes no sense.
Unless you're just in the dark ages.
I used to use something called Damn, I can't think of what it's called. Something, but it's a 1-800 number.
Okay.
And that way they go in your phone. You can. I never paid for the extra because it was like maybe $10 a month. But if you did $20 a month, then it can ring your phone, or you can just have a voicemail. So I just would go to the voicemail box. Which now that I'm thinking about it, it does make sense to have the two because then let's say every day at 12 o'clock you go and check that box. Mm-hmm. It just I be always trying to say that word. I'm not gonna try. You know what I'm trying to say?
What is it? What does it mean?
Where you put stuff here. Carpet.
Wait, stop. Compartmentalized.
Compartmentalized. There you go. It'd be like brain. It's not working. Anyway. But that's probably similar to Ring Central, but I don't have that anymore. I don't even know if you still use that.
Ring Central. I'm gonna show you real quick. So my life is on my phone, right? So
I like that I can't see nothing. How come I can't see
Because
nothing?
I'm PI, private eye.
Oh, but how come it does that?
Because I have a thing on it. I have a screensaver.
Oh,
I mean a
good screen thingy
glass.
that purposely covers it.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
I need
it's the
that.
privacy screen.
I ain't got no damn privacy screen. People be, and then I like my letters big.
Oh,
So one time I
like an old person.
So, that's what everybody.
Oh.
So it's not as big as it was 2 years ago. I made it smaller, but I was like out one day, and the man was like, "Hey, don't you know I can see all your text messages?" I turned around like, "What the hell are you reading it for?"
And I be looking.
He said, "Girl, because it's big enough for me to read."
And I can see it. Good gracious. No, but okay. So here's my Ring Central, right?
Okay.
So this is like the teams and stuff, but you can phone, you can change your caller ID, you can block it and call from the main number.
Oh, I like this.
If you choose to record calls, you can record calls.
So when it rings, what does it say when it go to voicemail? Whatever your voice is?
Yeah, I have like a voice.
Okay, because that's what I don't like about Google Voice. It'd be like,
oh, weird.
It'd be like, when somebody calls, it'd be like, please hold while we connect you to your Google Voice.
Yeah.
That's
yeah.
like, dang, she
That's
got Google Voice.
Like,
So that's on all my business cards for the daycare.
I mean, whatever.
Yeah, but I don't like that.
Well, we can change that.
Yeah.
Eventually.
Anyway, okay.
Okay.
That's some real.
That's some good real.
We had some real.
That's important.
Yeah. Well, anyway, shout out to our another sponsor, Relax Tune Spa. If you are in need of you got to go before the end of this month.
I saw that before in October.
I may have a gift card for you though.
Yes,
especially
Lord.
for doing all of this.
Yes, look, lay me out. I love them.
A whole hour. So I've been there 3 times since they opened. Yeah. So let me tell you how I got this business. We can go.
Okay.
I'm serious. So let me tell you how I got this business. I went in there. This is how the universe be. I think it's the ancestors. I went in there. I said $36. Oh my God, my body's so sore. I just started working out with James, not her son. But anyway, so then I was really sore. I took an ice bath. Was sore. So I walked past. I was like, let me go get this thing. And then while he put me down, he had already made my face go in the thing.
Yeah.
Relax. I said, I gotta go get my selfie stick. I ran, got my stuff. I said, can you let me out? He said, what? They don't speak good English.
Yeah.
So he's like, what? This girl crazy. So I'm not leaving. He said, you leaving? I said, no, my pocketbook can stay. Just give me 2 seconds to run to there, do a time lapse for them. And then I said to him, I can help you get people. Because I knew he didn't understand me.
Right.
And I showed him the video, created it, posted the first one. And he was like, okay, we're going to hire you. We went through conversation, some more conversation.
Nice.
I sent him my emails. I used, sent him a proposal, showed him what it was. I left out of there the next time with my 2 checks but it was something like you ever hear like your instincts kick in and it's like it tells you do this now. I said, sir, I'm sorry. Yeah. I'll be right back. And I looked crazy. I know I did. But honey, I said, can I just record? And he was like, yeah, you can do that. You can record. He understood that.
Spirit-led.
The spirit-led, girl.
Yes.
Anyway, definitely check them out for 20-30.
What's the name of the place?
It's called Relax Tune Spa.
Okay.
So the reason why it's called that is because it's actually like a Chinese ritual medicine massage. And it's very similar to the same result of acupuncture. Nice. So they don't just massage you. They like find your pressure points.
Please.
And it's supposed to unlock your QUI. Is that what I'm saying? Key. There you go. Your key.
That's what I'm here for.
High five.
Teamwork.
And then it's supposed to trigger your body to intensify the healing process of it. Yeah, I did all this research on them. Yeah, and it really did. Like, but then you can go for like full body, or you can sit in a chair, or you can sit like this. I was
gonna ask you.
So I did, and you can split it. Okay. So one time I did.
I don't want no clothes on.
Oh well, they put a towel over you.
What I mean, but do I have to have all my clothes on?
I don't know if you can request being naked, but they definitely keep your clothes on and cover you. But it's beautiful inside too. It's right.
That's
the
seen
women
it.
grab.
I know. I didn't know that was over there.
If y'all go to tell them Z Global sent you, because I want them to know that it's working. They probably gonna know, especially when the black folks come in.
Right. Hey.
So did she send you? No, I'm just kidding.
$36.
$36
for an
this
hour.
month, and then next month it's just gonna go up to like 41.
Oh shoot.
But what I would do is go and get gift
An
cards.
hour.
An hour, a full hour. But when I tell you, when I did the foot first, and then 30 minutes on my. So yeah, they did your legs, your foot, all your calves.
I sleep.
Yes, and then they give you an option to put over your face, or you can watch TV. I did the over my face.
Yeah.
And then I left there and got on the chair to lay out. Girl, when they get to your cheeks, girl, you don't even know that you're supposed to get them massage.
Oh yeah, please.
I was like, oh!
Girl, lay down and be quiet.
He said, ma'am, are you okay? I said, thumbs up, I'm fine. But definitely, seriously, like, it's really good for the body. I think this is going to be a monthly thing for me, because even $40 isn't.
It should be.
Especially if you're playing sports and working out or.
It stress. It's actually, good mental health.
That's actually holistic.
It's all the things.
We'll talk about that later.
There's plenty.
Anyway,
There's so much to talk about.
We do. And if you didn't notice, we're doing the acronym. That's our segments. And the next one is the Unbiased segment. Are you registered to vote? Are you registered?
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I'm registered.
Active.
Do you see her shirt? I'm voting for Trump, y'all.
Why do you keep doing that? She wants to see my reaction. Dump Trump. Sorry.
No, I'm not gonna lie. I talked about this on the other episode. I do think they're all ghetto, and I did make a little more money, but I don't think I think that was just a coincidence. Probably the enemy trying to get in your head like you made more money with him, but it really was just the pandemic. It was just a pandemic, and in the pandemic, everybody made a little more money if you was on the right side of the coin, and. Also,
but it's not even just about your presidential election. That is very important, but here in North Carolina, it is very important to pay attention to who is running.
Yeah,
like the guy running for lieutenant governor. Is it Lieutenant Governor Mark Robinson? The one that they said
he's a black Trump.
He's just some folks that need killing.
Yeah, he's an idiot. He said there's no reason for abortion. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying I'm going here and saying go do that, but I'm also saying there are
situations, and at the end of the day,
like if
it's not everybody. We got free will to choose Christ or not. You should have free will to do what you want with your body.
Right.
So I mean, I feel like this country is at a point where we're past like trying to pick what's right and wrong. You just need to choose what's inclusive.
Right.
Like, don't prevent anybody from doing something that they want to do to be able to make their lives go forward better.
Right.
I mean, and that's it. I mean, the immigration stuff.
The fact that he says killings is like crazy. But I think also where social media and stuff is dangerous is people who are like idiots but also very confident. And say things that are like, oh my God, I can't believe they said that. I really believe that they get attention because it's almost like entertaining.
Right.
And it's like, whoa, did he say that? So it's like unfortunate, but.
Yeah, but the people that agree and that think it's okay is the part that's concerning. Right? Because if somebody says that, but you're like, yeah. Like, I'm voting for the felon. Like, it's you're totally okay with this man having zero qualifications, having current pending charges, all of the things.
Did you ever see that TikTok where somebody puts when he said the cats and the dogs?
Oh yeah.
Trump, and there was a cat, cats.
They're eating the cat.
And then the cat said. So I'm like, the cat
eating the dogs.
Because they was looking like, okay, they're eating the dogs, but then when he said eating the cat, the other cat said, what? This is why I want an animal so bad. Like, sometimes I want it because it's like, yo, they're smart. Even they're smart enough to know that he's an idiot. Now, this is my thing about Trump. Bruh, every time I go back and look at the debate, I want to know what happened to his ear. I don't even know if I talked about this on the first show, but I think I did. But his ear is nothing there. Like,
was it a hoax?
I think it was a hoax. I'm going to be honest with you. This is why I think it's a hoax. I think it was a hoax Because imagine someone trying to shoot the president and everybody just chilling after. There was no one startled running. I know they said that they had the people that supposedly died. I'm not saying if anybody died, I'm sorry.
Yeah, that man died. There was a man that died.
You sure? I
mean,
need to see the funeral. That's for real. I need to see an obituary because that's how much.
They ain't gonna say they got shot at a Trump rally.
No, but it would say that he died and got shot. Now again, if I'm wrong,
those kind of people, they never put all that information on there, albeit.
But if I'm wrong, okay. But if I'm not wrong, which I feel like I'm not, I really feel like that's all orchestrated. If that man didn't have a funeral, I need to see at least a funeral for me to believe that's. And I'm gonna be quiet. I'm gonna be unbiased. Yeah. Yeah. It's. I just. Yeah. Yeah. She has it on. I'm gonna vote for it too. I might put my name next to it with her. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Right. Don't do that shit with me because it is some stuff that I don't agree with on both sides. I mean, I just wish that we weren't as ghetto as a country. Sometimes I feel embarrassed.
We're trash now.
We're like so trash. We just, even both sides, like I said, damn man, I said this already, but like we got Megan Thee Stallion opening for her, and then we got Kid Rock, who's known for showing the world his stuff. So it's kind of like, where are we doing?
Huh? What's happening with Meg and Kid Rock?
They opened up for Meg opened up for the Democratic convention, and for the Republican convention was Kid Rock, and Kamala had what's his name? Little sweat fall down my balls.
P. Pablo. I mean,
Little John. I think it was Little John was in there. Don't quote me. It's one of them. They look alike.
That's the ones.
But he didn't sing. He didn't sing
Ski
Ski.
Ski.
I don't think he sung Ski Ski. I hope he didn't. I might be having the person wrong, but I know it's somebody who. And I just said, man, this is where I remember you would use people that were a little bit more influential. Well, they are influential, but that fit politics, if that makes sense.
Shoot. No, they don't.
They don't?
Not really. They want to use who's popular, and whoever stands for them is willing to stand for them. So, like, Beyonce did the Freedom song for her.
But Beyonce's
campaign.
Beyonce.
You should want her on your team.
Yeah, I love Beyonce.
What you mean? Why Meg though?
That's what I'm saying. And then she had on like a tie, that's a shirt with it like this, but a tie it stopped, and then she had booty shorts. And it was like, where my hotties at? Da, 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 da.
Oh, God.
She was like, where my baddies? Da, 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 da.
That's why I don't watch it. I do not. I don't watch it. I did watch it.
This is America.
I don't want to see any of that.
It was.
I want freedom.
I can't move. Right, that's fitting. And Beyonce do a little twerking, but it ain't like.
She ain't twerking.
She not twerking.
Beyonce is not twerking. Her little corset thing.
Did I forget my damn password?
I hope not. Just be calm.
Yeah, I think. Okay, I won't worry about that right now.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's our unbiased. Go to vote, y'all. If you aren't registered,
and time is running out. And if you're not registered where you live, then you either have to do the absentee ballot or the early voting, or plan to be wherever your voting location is on the. What day do we vote?
The 20. I mean, the 4th. The 5th.
The 4th?
I don't know.
Good.
Wait,
November 8th.
8th. Is it the 8th this year?
Yes. It's the 8th
Yeah,
every
it is.
year.
It
It's
is.
the 8th all the time.
I don't know why I said the 4th. That's
Okay.
my ex-birthday.
Yeah. All right.
Maybe that's why I said the 4th. I don't know. Okay, well, that's it for us. Go get registered. Make sure you do that. So this is our thought-provoking question moment.
Okay.
What is the moment that you will cherish forever?
I would probably say a moment that I will cherish forever. Probably just my relationship with my mom. I lost my mom.
Oh.
So, life's never been the same, so I don't know. I try to just tap into her whenever I can, and
I don't know.
Dang.
She was a fantastic lady. I would not have been able to raise my kid without her. Very upstanding, and I only can strive to be like her.
Aww. Shout
My
out to
mom is
mom.
awesome. Yeah.
Now you made me think of my moment was different. It changed when you said it. Because it was this, I have a picture in my bathroom if you ever go in there when I actually clean it. Not that it's dirty, but I just be having my makeup everywhere. Anyway, or my tools. I'm over here telling them myself.
I'm like,
For no reason. Anyway, so I have a picture of me holding my grandma's hand.
Aw.
Yeah, when she passed, I took a picture of her hand and I took it and got it mounted at Walmart. It was like $8. I was surprised it was that cheap. Anyway, so I put it right on the wall. So it's just a canvas of her in my hand, me holding her hand when she took her last breath. I missed the last
Why
breath.
is it in the bathroom?
Where else would it be? Because I see it every day when I get
I
dressed.
was asking.
Oh, why is it in the
Asking,
bathroom?
like, why is
It
in
says
the
I love you,
bathroom?
Grandma, forever. And it's like
Aw.
right above my towel hanger.
Okay.
Why is it in the bathroom and not in the living room? I think of, because I do home daycare, I always think about the kids too. So it's kind of like the living room is my living room, but it's really not.
It's the playroom.
Or like right. Or like one of the other rooms is like, the only room I have is mine. Let me stop. Temporarily, which we talk about that another time. But anyway, so that's my cherished moment for sure. Last but not least, we want to start talking about holistic things, and I want to ask all of you that's listening and watching to let us know what you know about, because I feel like we're in a private investigation of what's healthy. That was a play on words. Yeah. Got it. Yeah. Anyway, so I don't know if anybody knows this, but if you eat romaine lettuce, and this is going to be sad if you like Caesar salad.
The worst.
You probably already know this, but if you eat romaine lettuce, you probably are eating salmonella. And it's reason that it has more salmonella than even most chicken. And I know chicken is the number one consumed meat in the world. So it's not a black person thing. Stop saying that stuff, y'all. Black people are not the only people that like chicken. The world likes chicken. I think it's like
What's wrong?
10
We're not supposed to eat chicken either?
well, every 1 in 5 chicken has salmonella, but the thing with chicken and meat, what's different from romaine, is if you use lemon, and then if you cook it at a certain level, it kills it.
Okay.
So most people, but if you go, let's say, to a restaurant, and some people who grill it, and then they use it like shredded chicken usually isn't killed because they don't not overcook it, but it sometimes isn't at the level that kills it. Fried definitely kills it.
Oh.
Fried chicken definitely kills it. It's the more unhealthy version.
Of course.
But if you put chicken in the oven at 350 or 325, it's going to cook slow, but it's not going to burn out if you had it at 400. So anyway, it's not all chicken, but it definitely is Tyson. Tyson is the worst.
Oh, yeah.
Tyson.
Have you been to the factory? I
No.
worked at Case one time. We had to go out there to that factory.
What?
I believe it's in Lumberton or something.
No, I didn't even know it was. I figured it was down here.
Oh my, that stuff smells like hot ass in the air.
I can imagine.
Everywhere.
The way that they raised them, the way that they. So I don't eat chicken.
No, that's why I'm like, now I'm
I
not
haven't
gonna be able to
eaten
eat
chicken.
chicken.
No, I haven't eaten chicken in
What? So you're just pescatarian.
Yeah, so I eat, but it's weird because I do eat eggs, but I don't eat chicken.
That's different. Eggs aren't real food.
You don't think so? Some people think it's psychotic that I don't eat chicken, but I eat eggs. But anyway, Tyson's chicken is the worst when it comes to salmonella. And they don't even do...
Sorry.
Oh, it's in Goldsboro?
Wilkesboro.
Wilkesboro.
Wilkes.
I never heard of
Wilks. It's out there, and it's in the country.
The funny thing about the chicken is lots of companies who are aware of the problem make preventative actions to try to minimize the salmonella in chicken, but Tyson don't. If you watch this documentary, I can't remember what it's called, on Netflix, they could care less. They said all you gotta do is use lemon. They basically say it's on the cook to kill the salmonella and not to create environments where it wouldn't spread. But it spreads because chickens are basically like how they had slave ships back to back. You know, that's a whole other topic. Some people don't even believe slave ships happened, but that's another conversation.
Who are these people?
I don't know. Maybe they're crazy. Maybe it's those people that always say Grand Rising. Do you purposely say good morning to them? Do you say Grand Rising? I'm sorry if you do. I didn't mean.
No, but I don't say Grand Rising.
Do you say good morning?
I say good morning.
Me too.
Which I heard that was bad too. I heard that was
That's so stupid.
It's wrong.
No, I think. Okay, I get the point. When they say, if you say good morning, you're saying morning like death. But your brain sees what you're saying. So when you say good morning, you're spelling morning. You're not spelling mouring.
Right, but it was, I don't know if this is right. I don't know. But it said, somebody said that,
who are these people?
Scare me.
Oh, sorry.
Girl, it's been a long day. Like, something about like in the slave days, the master would come out and he would say something, but it wasn't. I should probably look this up. But basically, it was like something that was said to black people back in slavery days.
Good morning.
It didn't mean like necessarily good morning. It was like, yes, it is morning, but it was a negative connotation behind it and why. I guess I should probably maybe try to look it up.
I put slave owners, greetings to slaves. That what we're saying? Okay. Well, let me get back to the romaine lettuce while you look that up.
Okay.
So now going back to the chicken, Tyson Farms does not do any really preventative care.
That's why it smells like that out there.
Right, and they don't give a shit because it costs them too much money to make the plants actually more suitable for us. And unfortunately, the FDA approves their chicken because a lot of these people are politicians that just want to make some money. The sad part is now romaine lettuce cannot be I don't know anyone who would cook a romaine lettuce leaf at all, right? And so it's raw. And unfortunately, because most of the romaine that's produced is next to a plant where they have chicken, and some cows do get salmonella poisoning, it gets into their sewage. And so when the plant grows, it's in the plant. And so when you consume it, there's no way to kill it. I mean, you might could throw some, squeeze some lemon on your salad, but it's in the root.
It's gonna kill me.
I don't know, but I know this, that the lady, and I can't think of her name, but next time on the show, I will make sure I have her name. She is in the governing board that can change all of this. And the question was asked to her, do you eat romaine lettuce? And she said no.
I thought it was GMO. I thought romaine lettuce was like GMO.
It could be also GMO, which
like
I don't know.
Like it's just mass produced. Like everybody wants romaine.
They
So
do, especially for Caesar. I love Caesar salads.
I mean, too. It's my favorite.
There's one of my. That's my favorite too. That's so weird. What's your third drink again? I didn't tell you my drinks. Mine is pumpkin spice,
Okay.
chai tea, and the mint.
Okay.
Oh, but when it's cold, I will occasionally do the caramel ribbon, but
Crunch.
it's too crunch.
Yeah.
But it's just a little too sweet.
Have you had the pecan, the one they got now?
Yeah, I
That's
just try
really
it.
good.
It's good.
It's good hot too.
I only eat it hot. I mean, drink it hot. I only had it. I usually drink most of my drinks hot, but the caramel ribbon, no, it's usually cold.
Okay.
But the pecan was good. It
was warm. It made me feel butter pecan-y.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
like that.
It made me think of my grandma. That was her favorite ice cream, was butter pecan.
Did you know that is a racial thing, the butter pecan?
I've heard, yes.
They said that's the only thing that we can make.
Only thing we could make, and they
would give
didn't.
us the leftovers, and that's all we fangled up.
And they didn't want to give us the vanilla because
Right.
vanilla was too pure for us. Fuck y'all. I'm sorry, but then what they did was, just like we do anything, the one thing I love about our people is that we will make some. Let's like the head wraps.
Lemonade out of lemons.
They made us cover our hair with head wraps because they were jealous of our hair or whatever, because of our braids and stuff. And then we started making that a fashion.
Right. And
So you could give us even them stupid chitlins.
And now they think Kim K came up with the box breed.
That really is. We shouldn't even entertain that, for real. We shouldn't entertain that because that just really pissed me off. And she's trying to get the two brothers out. We could say that for another thing, but the Menendez brothers, she's trying to get them out. Yeah. Apparently, she has this new stuff about that they are, they were molested and
So
supposedly
what?
hit, all this stuff.
I mean, that's terrible, but it's too late. You can't rehabilitate some people.
Yeah, I mean, they were very not remorseful, but
Watch
I don't
that
know why
Netflix.
she didn't try the other guy, the guy who died recently.
I
But
know.
that was so
terrible.
sad.
I know. And did you see all those petitions that they?
So I did one. I did several of them in different emails and
Are
names.
you sharing this information with your people?
Yeah.
I didn't know.
Who?
Z Global.
What you mean?
To that we need to be filling out these petitions for things like this. That's a good thing.
Oh yeah, I shared it several times, but I didn't share it through Z. I shared it through my personal page. What?
Sorry, I
You missed it.
missed it.
Oh, it's okay. It's okay. I shared it like a couple
I need
times,
like
but
a personal text for things like
for
that.
yeah, and I
Moving
should have,
forward.
but I just really didn't think they would kill him, and I didn't even think that was a
Shit.
thing anymore. No, I'm like, wait, we still kill people in 2024? Like, oh shit, like this is.
They just don't do the electric chamber
So how did they kill him?
and lethal injection.
Oh, so he don't feel it. He just goes to sleep.
You still feel it though.
I mean, I would
It's
never
crazy.
kill somebody that I don't know for. I think it was probably a cover up though. That's usually what happens.
Cover up for what?
A cover up, like usually if him not being guilty makes the job harder. No, if he's not guilty, then a lot of
They
people would
weren't
have to
even- they
admit to
weren't even-
negligence,
Right.
and then that would be on other stuff.
They just needed to do a stay or whatever they call it.
Yeah, just give him some more time.
I mean, they just had to could have taken the death penalty off. I mean,
just
especially
don't understand.
considering. But you know,
I thought he
where
was-
this? One of these
ooh.
southern states.
Missouri, I think it was.
Is that southern?
What?
Missouri.
What you mean?
Is that a southern state? Not really.
Yeah, I think. I don't know. I failed geography.
Girl, I'm like, I know where North Carolina's at. In California.
I just, I spelled that wrong. Marcus, Missouri, yeah. It was Missouri. For a
Marcellus Williams, yeah.
1998 killing.
But they said it wasn't even him.
Yeah, they have more than
They have
enough.
new evidence.
So
yeah.
the company or the organization is called the Innocent Project.
Innocence Project, yeah. Watch that.
Yeah,
That's on,
watch.
shout out to Candace.
I wonder if all of these people are black. The last few people who were executed was Marcellus Williams, Tabaron. That sounds like a black guy. Honey. I shouldn't say that, but dude, that's Utah. Freddie Owens, that's South Carolina. Definitely black.
That's terrible.
And the most recent federal executor was who was executed January.
Dustin Higgs.
He black. So now I don't know if he black.
We don't
My-
know that.
Ted Bundy was black. No, I mean Ted Bundy was killed. Yeah, he was. I think he was. Ted Bundy was a serial killer, but this guy, he's Spanish looking. Tabarion.
He ain't black.
He definitely ain't black.
He looked crazy as a child. They should have known then.
Yeah,
Look at that.
he just looked greedy.
Crazy.
I wonder why he got killed. We'll look at that another time. Because now I have not an obsession, but I really like to study serial killers. I don't know why. They just fascinate
We're
me.
gonna have a your favorite serial killer month at work.
What?
'Cause you
My
at
favorite
work.
is Ted Bundy.
Because we're all like, I can't keep up with these crazy shows.
Okay,
I
so
don't know
he's
who
black. Freddie Owens, I figured he was.
Mhm.
In Greenville, that's where my mom's from.
North Carolina?
Greenville, South Carolina.
Okay.
Yeah. About 4 hours from here. Well, anyway, my favorite serial killer is Ted Bundy. The reason why he's my favorite is because this man, do you know anything about him?
I mean, I should.
Oh, you got him up. So Ted Bundy, he literally killed about 25 to 30 people. All of them looked about the same, all women. But in his court trial, this man had women glorifying him at court. Still wanting to be with him. He had a woman by his side the whole time. Let her had a conjugal visit, got her pregnant.
Ultimate narcissist.
Ultimate. When I tell you ultimate, he was smart, but back in the day, people did not prepare for him yet. As far as what I mean by that, he was charismatic. He could get away with anything. And he even jumped. One way he escaped was at court. He asked to go to the bathroom and jumped out the window. Killed about, I think, 10 people because they didn't find him for a few months. I know Ted Bundy's story left and right. I don't even know why I know all of this. They just fascinate me because if you study the worst of the worst, you can prepare for like the medium worst people, which we do have a lot of narcissistic people. You can look for the signs. But anyway, we're not going to hold y'all too long, but definitely please follow us on all social media. Z Truth. Look, I'm getting used to the name, y'all, okay? Because
It's the truth.
G Truth. I like it. I like that. I like that French. G Truth. And as definitely stands for transparent, real, unbiased, thought-provoking, and holistic topics. We want to bring these to you because we want to definitely help the culture and have these conversations. I think conversations cure, and we're going to keep having those conversations for sure. Well, until next time, I like to always say, leave your week with nothing but love, peace, and hair grease. Peace. Bye.